Oh, 38 minutes. Right. So, phase one is to acquire the land with planning permission. And that means that firstly, you've got to find the land. Second, contact whoever owns the land and give them a proposal. Then, once that's sorted, land has been acquired, then it is the construction. If it's a clean slate, where basically it's like a big, huge area where there's nothing there, that easy to construct on. You don't have to knock anything down. So construction, which means heavy plant, and also it means making sure that there's like road sweepers constantly like revolving round that site. While that's happening, is speaking to like the job centre and other agencies to say to them there's a time frame. The time frame involves an enhanced DBS, I think they call it, and that is a deep dive of those who are going to be coming to work. So that'll be like say social medias, things like that, and experience and things along that line. But like I say, the experts who I'm going to be speaking to in about 10 days time, they are going to help in that process. Like the salaries, which a lot of these have mentioned, get out of it. And I'm looking at say April, because I don't know how long it's going to take to build the units, and the units are going to be big. They've got to be big because what's going to go inside them. So the equipment which is going to be going inside will be decided when I speak to these experts, because like I say, going to be sending messages to the universities in England to see what talent is available. So it's a long process, but it's a process with a guaranteed job, and there will be chances of promotion, there will be chances of learning new skills, and there will be multiple roles. And like I say, when people go on about the PA, well, the PA is somebody who will be selected who is smart enough to do the job, whether they be male or female, doesn't matter. And at some point, I looked at this morning, the Twitter blue tick, and I think that's 114 a year, but I'll just pay that straight off. And then basically I get the blue tick, and then instead of using 140 characters, which is an absolute pain in the you know what, I'll have 25,000 characters available, so I can explain a bit deeper. And yeah, this is all coming up. Also, is like, say, because it's split across different parts, there will be city centre office space acquired. That's for Geordie Nuts. And there will be, like, it may be hiring a complete floor in one of the buildings inside Newcastle, and then basically whoever does wish to come into a podcast, they'll have their own space in that building, and there'll be cameras, lighting and everything else, which I've seen on Newcastle Fans TV, because they've just done the same thing. And as I say, I will be popping in and then coming back down here. So there's a lot of things going on, a lot of things to speak to these experts about, and the reason why is because, like I say, it's through the job centre, because I'm over 50, so it kind of opens doorways, and hoping to meet somebody from London at that venue. If they come, awesome. But like I said, Geordie Nuts, that is to do with speaking to shops, businesses in Newcastle and surrounding areas. I'm looking at a surrounding area of 30 mile from the city centre, from the civic centre. And that is to say to people about Geordie Nuts, and to say to them about adoption of a currency to pay for goods at their shop. So yeah, it's all coming. And because, like I say, those at the job centre are aware of this, and good times are coming. They can't come fast because it doesn't work that way. It all has to follow phase 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And eventually, at some point, probably after the first units have been put up, then it'll be a case of contacting Companies House online and re-registering with them, so that there will be accountants and other services to deal with whatever needs to be dealt with, filed, and then keeps them happy down in London, and well, keeps them happy at Companies House, and it just grows from there. So yeah, a lot of things happening, a lot of things gonna happen, and as I say, you can either believe or not. Really, you know, it's up to you. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of rules within the job centre up in Newcastle and the job centre down here, and that keeps them happy. And like I say, the other agencies, if the job centre are struggling, then I'll call in these other agencies, go in and have a word with them, and see what the fees are. But what I won't do, because I've heard lots of bad things about it, is hiring people on agencies. If you come into work, you sign a contract and you obey what that contract says. And if, like, one of the things which I mentioned just before there is about your social media. So just be prepared, because like I say, if the list which has been given out of what's happened so far, then that 6 to 8 week process you won't hear. Those who are successful, those are the people who, like I say, have been vetted. So there you go.